Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? What is up? Yeah. We back at it. It is week 16 already with the NFL picks, and we are at it. I am still them boys. We still them boys. We gonna be them boys, and that's what we gonna do. No matter what. If we trying to get draft picks, or and I'm gonna say this, if those Eagles decide to die Eagles die instead of fly Eagles fly on Saturday, then it's gonna be hope again. We're gonna have a little hope. We're gonna have a little hope. But anyways, Doc is in the house. We got let me go this way. Bo, what up? Tighten up. How you feeling, big dog? You good?
I'm doing great, man. And look, you're setting yourself up again for failure. Every time the Cowboys come on, it's always an if. Stop it, man. Let it go. Don't bring that if shit in here. All it's gonna do is disappoint you. Just let it go, all right? Tighten up, man.
Tighten up. TIGHT or TITA? Which one?
Whatever makes y'all feel better.
Hey, but you know what? If they lose, we're just going to be fans and just cheer like some of these other teams here that ain't never won nothing. But anyways, Bills Mafia's in the house. Wild J, what up, Mafia? I mean, you got something to brag about right now. How you feeling, big dog?
Told you stop living in the past. And yeah, them boys that's gonna keep pissing you off. And them boys are gonna keep losing. Them boys that can't get to the playoffs. Just let them boys go. Mafia.
See what I got to do with? Maybe you know what? You know what? Maybe we got another voice in the house right now because I kind of said, you know what? I'm tired of getting jumped on. Y'all need to talk about somebody else in y'all conference. Y'all can go at it with him. But we have in the house my man Stacy. What up, Stacy? He's from Chargers Talk 4630. What's up, Stacy? How you doing? Welcome to If You Say So. What up, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. What's up with you guys? I'm happy to be here, man. Thanks for the invite.
Oh man, it's all love. We about to get down with it right now, though. It's about to go down. So, Stacy, don't get your feelings hurt now. Don't get your feelings hurt. Don't take it personal.
Been at this too long.
Don't take it personal. Well, we're gonna get at the picture real quick. We're gonna talk about it. And as y'all know, we always do, we open up with the Thursday night game. And this Thursday, probably one of the biggest games all season. And we've had some big Thursday games. We had that game that had almost 60 million people watching, you know what I'm saying? And then don't get mad, it's true. The facts are facts. But tonight, this Thursday, tomorrow, we have the Los Angeles Rams playing against the Seattle Seahawks for first place in the NFC. Jeez, that's gonna be a big game. A Thursday night, short week. Adams ain't playing. I don't know. You know what, Stacy? You the guest. You know, we always let our guests come in and kick up their feet and feel at home and all that good stuff and say what they got to say. Stacy, can you tell me what do you think and who you picking for that Thursday night game between the Rams and the Seahawks of Seattle?
I mean, the Rams look like they're legit coming out of the NFC, but Seattle, where are they playing at? Seattle?
Yeah, they're playing actually up in
They're
Seattle.
playing in Seattle? That's going to be a tough one. But Rams looking really good, man. They look like they want to go to the Super Bowl again this year. And then Seattle surprised me this year. Seattle came out of nowhere. Ever since Geno Smith went back over to what is he at the Raiders now? I feel so bad for the Raiders, man. I mean, Pete Carroll. I thought the Raiders was going to have a little bit of competition, but Pete Carroll, it might be time for him to go sit on a rocking chair, and they might have to start all over again. It just seemed like teams with the Raiders, guys go over there, man, their career just die when they go to the Raiders. I got one of my best friends, a Raider fan, man, and he's been real depressed all this season, so I don't blame him. If he wanted to pick another team, I wouldn't blame him for doing that. That's how bad the Raiders are. But
I don't
I like
know.
the Rams tonight, too. I like the Rams.
You got the Rams on for Seattle?
Yeah, I
I
do. I mean, I know Devontae not playing, but I think they still with Puka Nakua. They got a nice running game going. Matthew Stafford is still playing at a high level, and Sean McVay, seemed like he's kind of like a genius dialing up those plays on offense. So I like the Rams tonight.
okay. I think that he made his pick, y'all. But did y'all notice how he threw his digs in there at his division foe? He made sure that y'all knew that he ain't got no love for the most hated team on the Chargers list. And he gonna talk. And Dabo, you know something about that when you talk about that quarterback over there in Raiders land. What, Dabo, real quick before I ask you your pick, what did you say about Geno Smith? He's the what?
Geno Smith is the worst quarterback in the NFL. Geno Smith is the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Hey,
Man,
that take then went viral because everybody just laughed at that one. That's crazy. But
Can't
Dabo, real
argue.
quick, bro, what you got? What you got for the picks on this one? What you got coming up?
look, it's not a hard pick for me. I picked them before to beat Seattle, and I pick them going into Seattle beating Seattle. I'm going for the Rams. Um, like Stacy said, there's just too much firepower, man. The Rams got a lot of firepower. Even without Adams, they still gonna be firing on all cylinders. Man, they gonna throw those three tight ends in because McVay is a genius. He's gonna throw those three tight ends in. The linebackers will get confused. It's just gonna be all kind of hell. And this is gonna be a Rams game again. They're rolling, and ain't nothing stopping them going down that hill.
Yeesh, yeesh. Jay, what Jay?
I, I think that Dallas delusion is rubbing off on y'all.
Yeah,
They were at
didn't you go for Seattle last time? Okay, go ahead. I'm waiting for your pick.
Seattle had 4 turnovers and barely lost by 3 in LA. They're now going home. They're not going to have 4 turnovers and lose by 3. They and didn't you guys, Stacy, and you just say that Devontae ain't playing?
Mm-hmm.
That makes it even worse for them. They had all their weapons, 4 turnovers, and won by 3 at their home. Now they're going to the road, and Seattle is known for what? The 6 man? It's loud for a reason. That defense is clicking also. They going to Seattle, and they coming home with that L. Record it. Mark this clip. It's going down. They're taking that L. And your brother won't be posting again. He's going to go Houdini once again.
Well,
Stacey,
you know what? I don't like using the word barely because in the National Football League, it's all about winning. That's the only thing that matters. So it's no such thing to me as barely winning or barely losing. But since you losing barely, using the word barely, I think I could use the word barely just for argument purposes. The Seattle Seahawks barely beat the Colts with a 44-year-old quarterback who was sitting on the couch for 5 years.
That they had no film on.
No.
Didn't the Rams lose with all of their players to the Panthers just recently?
There were several people that lost to the Panthers this year. Panthers have shocked a few people this year.
Well, the Bills weren't one of them.
Stacey, you hit it right on the head, man. But I like what you said because people kill me with that barely, not barely, this, whatever, if almost,
Barely and almost. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Check it out. My pick this week. Seattle didn't have to travel. They did barely, if you say so, since y'all said this, beat the Colts, but they won. And they ain't got to travel. So whatever extra rest they can get by being at home, it's going to be 3.5 to 4 days where the Rams got a travel day. So it ain't the same. I got Seattle on mine. I got this rivalry. I got Seattle on mine. Devontae being out is a problem for them because he's their red zone threat. And that's just where I'm at with it. I'm sorry. Hey,
Someone
if
logical
you
here.
say so. But hey, Stacey, I appreciate you doubling down on what I've been saying to them this whole time. Stop it with the barely, the piece, and almost, and this, that, and they, and who. Did they
Yeah.
win?
You say it
Did
too.
they win? Did
Did you
they
not say
win
the
or
Bills
did
lose
they
to
lose?
sorry teams and blah, blah, blah? You use it too, and it matters. It actually matters because guess what? The Bills barely lost to New England at home. And they had 3 turnovers. What happened this go round? Completely different game without them turnovers. And we were on the road this time.
Hey, I got a question. So, did the Cowboys barely win or barely lose to Green Bay?
Good one. Talking about them boys, and I appreciate you bringing them boys up, Bo. How about them Cowboys? Nothing. I need a draft pick. Stop it. Don't, Philadelphia, I'm gonna ask you right now, don't give us hope. Don't give us hope on Saturday. Don't mess up like you've been doing and lose to this dang team, because then all of a sudden I got to be a fan and be like, okay, maybe there's a chance, because if they lose to the Bills and all this other stuff, then we still got a chance. No, don't do that. Don't do that. End
You
it
still
now.
gonna do it.
End it now. But in case they don't end it,
See?
Stacy,
See?
how you doing, sir? We'll see you in Texas. These San Diego, Los Angeles, San Diego, Los Angeles, San Diego Chargers will be coming to Arlington. I understand, to play a little bit of football. What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the floor, sir. You got the floor. Go ahead.
I think that's a lot of fake confidence that you're showing right now. I can see right through that. You're too comfortable saying you guys are. Now, first, let me just say this though: on any given day, any team could be beaten. The worst team can beat the best team. So I'm not going to sit here and start making no guarantees. The Dallas Cowboys do have some explosive weapons at the wide receiver spot with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. And Dak Prescott has always been like a stat machine at quarterback. I think y'all need to improve with your running game, but that defense, though, I mean, they're at the bottom of the league against the pass, against the run. I mean, they got a little better with the run when Quentin Williams came there, but I don't know if he's even playing. I think he's in concussion protocol right now, so I don't think he's even playing. That's going to make your run defense a lot worse. But I think you guys are running into us at a bad time, because we were kind of a little up and down because of a ton of injuries we had early in the season, trying to figure out what personnel and what rotations to put where. But now we're other than the offensive line, got some guys back on defense. They're a lot healthier. Amari Hampton had missed 9 weeks. Khalil Mack had missed 4 weeks. We got Adafi Owe in the trade from the Baltimore Ravens. He's got 7 sacks in the last 9 games. You got Tui Talopo win double-digit sacks. Khalil Mack stopping the run. So you guys going to have a problem. That defense, and look, I'm not a guy that come on and just beat my chest about the Chargers. Nah, they legit, bro, for real. They're legit. That defense is real. And and getting Jim Harbaugh, I don't know if you guys had probably saw my podcast like 3 years ago. I was on here like a madman every week with Brandon Staley, man. You had the squad, but I just got tired of the recycling of young coordinators, man, that are not proven. And Jim Harbaugh, he's won on every level, no matter where he's been. And having this guy there, these guys are playing at a level that I haven't seen them play since, probably going back since Merriman and Sean Phillips and all them guys was with the team. So I like where we at right now. They're peaking at the right time. They've gotten a lot healthier. Now, that offensive line still worries me. I'm not going to lie to you. Not having Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, who were all pros, all-pro right tackle, all-pro left tackle, that still hurts. But we got number 10, man. We got number 10 with one hand still dicing people up, man, and then go ahead.
No, he was letting you
Oh,
know.
I thought you was holding your hand up. Okay. Yeah, so I like where we at. Dallas, I was more worried about the Eagles and the Chiefs, because the Chiefs were a desperate team, playing at home in Arrowhead. We hadn't swept them since 2013. Division rivals. And I know Mahomes wasn't trying to go out like that and have us to come into Arrowhead and end their playoff hopes. So I was worried about that game. But with Dallas, sorry, not concerned
Yeah,
about that at all, man. I think
yeah.
we'll handle Dallas. I'm not saying no blowout or anything, but man, we just have too many weapons, and we got Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert. Long as we got Harbaugh and Herbert connection, we all right.
Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna let Jay speak on this, then you, Dabo, and I'll close this one out. And I know Dabo got some hits on this, but I think Jay then jumped on the LeBron James bandwagon. He got this crown over here. I don't know why he got a crown, because he's losing in the pick 'em by 2 already again. Wow, Jay, what's your pick with the Cowboys and the Chargers there?
Well, I'm only losing by 2 because I took a shot at picking Miami. I changed my pick because I seen I was behind you, so I was like, let me just see if I can get one on you. If I go down by 2, it's fine. I'll make it up the next week, which I'm going to do. All right, and one of the picks is going to be this one right here. Although I don't believe in the Chargers, like this guy up here clearly does, I do believe that they're going to go in there and beat Dallas, because Dallas, they probably packed it in. They're probably playing for that draft pick now, because that's what they looked like last week. Even though they had a like 9% chance, I think they just said, you know what, let's just pack it up, because that's what they look like. Now, even though I'm picking the Chargers, it kind of like weirded me out to hear him talk about them like that, and the Harbaugh thing, and how Harbaugh comes and changes programs around and all that kind of stuff. I don't believe in the Chargers. I'm just gonna let you know that now. And even if you get, cooking towards the end of the season, what happens when you get to the playoffs? You cook in the playoffs too, and then you don't. So, but who do I have more faith in right now? The Chargers. Why? Only because they're playing Dallas. If they were playing the Broncos or somebody else, I may go for them. But since you are playing Dallas and I hate Dallas, I'm going to go with,
Now, you took some shots at me on that one, man.
He did.
because
Yeah,
I got to
I'm
play y'all probably.
I'm taking notes.
Hey,
You took some
oh,
shot at me.
Come back when we meet in the playoffs.
no,
Well,
hold
I'll
that
say
thought right
this.
there.
We're 5-0 in the division. We're 8-2 in the conference. So, man, hopefully we will see Buffalo. But I have a lot of respect for Buffalo. But Buffalo is in no better condition than we are, because for the last 3-4 years they've been saying Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, and Josh Allen were the 3 best, but Josh hasn't gotten there neither. So
We will
I
this
mean, I
year.
respect Josh, but let me just say this about. I have to say this about Jim Harbaugh, because you said you don't believe in the Chargers, you don't believe in this. When he took over the 49ers, the 49ers had 9 losing seasons in a row. He turned them around immediately. Super Bowl, NFC title game immediately. He went to San Antonio Toreros. I'm not going to lie to you. I never watched the San Antonio Toreros before, but he turned that program around in 2 years. You saw what he did with Michigan. Finally, they overtook Miami. But we were a 5-win team, and we went 11. Yeah, we lost to the Titans, not Titans. We lost to the Houston Texans in the playoffs with that awesome defense that they have there. So we had to, to get a little better in the draft, get some more talent at the wide receiver spot. All we had last year was Ladd McConkey and J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins got hurt week 9, and, it was just Ladd McConkey and nobody else. We had lost Keenan Allen. We had lost Mike Williams. We were way over the cap. But everything that Harbaugh has done everywhere else, he has done. And when the last time have you heard of the San Diego or / Los Angeles Chargers, a team out in California on the West Coast, ever known for having a defense where they were the more physical? We went into Pittsburgh and put belt to ass in Pittsburgh. We just did. We did the same thing with Philadelphia. We didn't put up a lot of points, but they ate Hurts up. 5 picks, and they were hitting everywhere. In this last game against Kansas City, anything that came across the middle of that field got taken out immediately. They took Tony Jefferson and ejected him from the game just so they could keep some players because he was laying people out. So I'm saying that's the Harbaugh effect, bro. That's the Harbaugh effect, man. We weren't like that. We weren't a physical team like that. I always envied the Baltimore Ravens, Ray Lewis Ravens. I always envied the Pittsburgh Steelers. I always envied those teams that had those physical defense because I don't care what kind of quarterback you got, what kind of offense you got. I still believe in the old traditional way. When you got a top 3, top 5 defense and you could run that ball, you could take that and win anywhere in any weather condition. And Josh Allen, I rooted for Josh Allen a lot, in the playoffs because I couldn't stand Mahomes. You guys finally were able to get past Kansas City. But you're like us, man. We're trying to get to the next level. So I'm sorry. And you're a Buffalo fan? The last thing I remember about Buffalo that I'll always remember, and I still do to this day, when I think about the Buffalo Bills, I think about you guys being so good with Bruce Smith and Andre Reed and Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas. I remember all those guys, man, and you went to 4 straight Super Bowls in a row. Great feat. Great feat. Nobody has ever done it. But you lost all 4. You should have beat the Giants if what's the name? I can't think of his name now. Missed that field goal. So listen, man, we ain't done much, but Buffalo, you got to win a chip first because you can't talk to me like you a Kansas City Chief fan. You got to win a chip first before you can talk. I mean, Dallas had won some, but I don't know. That still got dust on them. I don't know. Were you even a Cowboy fan when they won those rings?
Yes,
you were.
Was.
Okay.
I told you about that earlier.
What about 30 years ago?
Quick. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
30 years. And guess what? Just like I told y'all, check it out If You Say So pod. I want y'all to go back to it. We gave y'all fools 30 years to catch up. We didn't gave y'all 30 years and y'all couldn't get one.
You're right.
Don't talk about the dust. At least we got something to dust off.
You're right.
Stop living in the past. I done told you that.
But guess what? You need a past. So let me tell you something. He got
that 4 in a row. I'm good with that.
He got the LeBron James effect. LeBron James in the NBA. Oh, he went to 8 straight NBA finals, blah, 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 blah. It has a losing record in him, but he get the longevity award. That's why you got the crown on. 4 straight Super Bowl appearances. I love it.
What
hey,
have
Dabo,
you done for me lately? We're better than you. That's all I care about. And when it comes to the Chargers, you know what? I respect what you're saying and everything like that. And all I'm saying about the Chargers is when they make it to the playoffs, they just got to show me that they can get that one playoff win to make me a believer. I have nothing bad to say about the Chargers. I just haven't seen them do anything once they got
real quick.
You mean over the last couple of years? Okay.
Hey, check it. Hold on, fellas. Dabo, I still got to make my talk about my Cowboys on this one. They funny. But tell me, Dabo, what you got on this one, dog? He had a lot to say. You could tell they are very passionate about each of their teams because you say one name and the other, it's a retort. Go ahead, Dabo, what you got on this?
I love the back and forth, man. They was coming pow, pow, pow. It was like a boxing match. You sit there, you watch like, oh, he got one. This was good. Look, I'm gonna make my pick, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Stacy. Confess that the Chargers were the most overrated team in the NFL. I said it. They were 7-4. I said it. And look. You made some points. The defense has gotten stronger. I still don't believe in their offense. I don't, man. I really don't. The defense has improved. I don't think the offense is strong enough to battle. Let's just say, for instance, the Rams or Seattle. These teams is putting up, 30-some points a game. Now, the Dallas Cowboys do put up a lot of points per game, which we know. But they just got too many issues. When Doc first introduced you, he said, I brought somebody in to help me because I'm tired of them beating on me. Well, when he said it, it clicked in my head. Well, I'm like, shit. he brought somebody in that's going to continue to beat on him this Sunday, because that's exactly what's going to happen. The Chargers are going to go down to play them Cowboys, and they're going to beat on them with a man with one hand. Y'all going to get beat by Frankenstein. That's what's going to happen to y'all. And I'm sorry. Hey, look, all the hope matters and all that stuff for the Cowboys. I told you before, let it go. If you got, I think right now, you guys, if things go the way it is, y'all get like the 16th pick. There you go, man. Play for that. Play for the 16th pick, because you're not going no further than that.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just want you to make me understand your logic when you say
Justin Herbert.
Well, you didn't let me finish. You know, that's why you say we overrated.
Justin Herbert. I was ready for it. I already knew.
I don't have to. You know, I know where you at now. You know, I thought I didn't expect that from you. I thought I was here in a room with people that know football, and for you to say that disqualifies you. That disqualifies you.
I agree with him. Justin Herbert has been labeled one of the top quarterbacks in the league forever that hasn't done anything.
You think he's that guy?
Absolutely.
And that's why they won't win a championship with him.
Hold on.
They won't do it. Look, he has great flashes. Joe Burrow has great flashes. He even went to the Super Bowl. But they will not win. I'm sorry to tell you. The man just it's like he gets in these
Let me stop you. Let me stop you real quick. The Justin Herbert slander ain't gonna happen while I'm sitting here. I'll tell you that now. Don't make me jump through this computer. The Justin Herbert slander not gonna happen. But I'm gonna say this though. You're right about one thing. Both of you guys are right. Until you prove something in the postseason, I get it. Quarterbacks are judged by what you do, not in the regular season, but what you do when the next season starts, which is the playoffs. So I get it. He still has to get over that hump and win in the playoffs. But to me, when a guy that have just passed Pat Mahomes for most passing yards and touchdowns in 6 seasons, the only quarterback in the last 5 years, not the only, the second to throw over 5,000 yards in his second season. Every year this guy, but when Harbaugh came there, they took the ball out of his hands and said, listen, that's not the way, the philosophy I teach, and that's not the way we're going to win. Even with Phillip Rivers, going back to Dan Fouts, even with Drew Brees, we always had a great offense. We always had great quarterbacks, throwing the ball all over the yard. But then when you run up against a team like the Steelers or you guys, the Titans had a tough defense back in the mid-2000s. You always ran into an issue with that. So when you look at Harbaugh when he went to the 49ers, they had Randy Moss over there. I think people forgot. Randy Moss played 16 games, only had 328 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. But he went to New England the next year and lit it up and set all kind of touchdown records. But that was Harbaugh's system that he put in place. He don't have receivers that's going to go out and get 1,000 yards and all that kind of stuff. They have to block a lot with the run schemes and all that they run. But Justin Herbert, a beast. Only one quarterback. You can Google that. There's only one quarterback that had more game-winning drives than Justin Herbert. Only one. So when I'm pointing those things out to you and you say overrated, I'm saying I get it about playoff wins. But other than that, what else do you have? What other substance do you have to back that up? Because a lot of quarterbacks ain't doing what he's doing opposite. You went through it. Your guy went through it. Josh Allen, it took him, 3 or 4 years in a row before he finally won his playoff game. Just has been in the playoffs twice. I think
let me check all y'all. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop the madness. Y'all need to slow it down. First of all, check it out. let's not go with, oh, but only if we get to, you just said that don't count. The only thing that counts, Stacey, Dabo, Jay, is getting that dub and winning. We don't like the stats that Jalen Hurts put up, but guess what? 2 Super Bowls, 1 win. We talked about before that Matthew Stafford was tripping. His defense carried him to that Super Bowl back when he won because Donald and the sacks in that defense. But he got the win. We talk about Patty Mahomes and then the 2 years that he did have that super top 10 defense. Other than that, it was, I think it was 16 or 17 when he won the other time. But we talk about that. You got to get it done. So until he gets it done, it ain't no loud but, you know, like Dak. Dak has better numbers and more passing yards, all these quarterbacks. But guess what? He ain't even in the playoffs this year. So stats I'm not a stats guy. I'm a win or lose guy. And at the end of the day, getting back to this pick real quick, talking about the Cowboys and Chargers, I got to come to the other side. And I got to say this, man. I think the Cowboys have tossing the bag. I don't think Philly's going to lose. And even if they did, I don't know what would happen because the defense and the secondary is so shoddy. I mean, you making people like J.J. McCarthy look great for Minnesota, you know, looking like he an MVP candidate in the secondary. So I got to say it, man. When we come down to this game with the Chargers this week, it's the first time all year. With the Chargers this week.
Hold your head up when you talk about the Cowboys, man. Why you slump when you start talking about the Cowboys?
I got to say this. When the Chargers this week, as a Cowboy fan, I hate to do this. Oh, my goodness, I don't believe I'm going to say this. The Cowboys this week and the Chargers playing in Dallas, they need that draft pick, and I think they better do what they need to do, but they do stupid stuff because the Cowboys going to win the game because they don't know how to lose when they're supposed to, and they don't know how to win when they're supposed to, so they're going to make sure they send them Chargers back home because y'all ain't got no shot at your division, and you might as well just take your placement in the pecking order and go ahead and tuck your tail. And that's all I got to say about that. And if y'all don't like it, back to my DX and the WWE, y'all can suck it, all right? so let's get it on. Let's get it on. But keeping it real, hey, I got to say, man, Stacey, I appreciate you stopping in, bro. You got a lot of knowledge talking about your Chargers. You ain't playing when it comes to them Chargers, y'all. Y'all, hey, Bolts forever. Bolts or Bolt? Is it Bolts forever? Bolt
Bolts.
Forever on TikTok. Speak about where you at, man. Let everybody know what you got, where you at, how to find you, and all that good stuff. Before we let you, get on up out of here.
Right,
and appreciate your time.
Thank you. I'm on Instagram. Same name, of course, TikTok. Not on Facebook. I'm on X, and as retired N26997, and then my home is YouTube, and the podcast is really starting to take off, and just went over 1,200 subscribers a few weeks ago. I'm on it with the podcast. I even still, y'all probably will laugh at this, but I've been a DJ for over 30 years. I traveled all over the world, man, played at some of the most profound clubs. I have my own record label called SLM Music. I have my own music I put out with different artists on Apple, and not just where you can go and just listen to them, DJs buy them off of tracksource.com. I still play every Friday on Twitch. I know you guys know about Twitch TV. So I play on there on Fridays. So I keep myself moving. I do a whole lot of things. I'm 61 years old, man, but I still got a whole lot of energy. Still got a whole lot of passion, and my work ethic is still up there like it was if I was 25 years old. So so I'm on all the social media platforms, and I love the Chargers, man. I've been a Charger fan ever since I knew I was running around as a little kid, and a lot of disappointing seasons, of course. But a lot of guys that I came up with, they were Cowboy fans, they were 49er fans, they were Steeler fans. So I'm going to tell you, this is how I used to get them all the time, because I believe in this. I don't believe in you can have one, like some people tell, this is my team in the AFC, and this is my team in the NFC. That disqualifies you to me. You only can have one love for one team. I'm sorry. So I'm saying, guys, I will ask them when they tell me, "Oh, this is my team. We got," because that's if they can't win an argument, or I shouldn't say an argument, if they can't win a debate, the first thing they say, "How many rings you got? How many rings you got?" You know, they love to do that. So my whole thing is this: I will ask them, "Okay, I'll give you that, but what was your team before you liked this one?" Oh, I used to like this team, or I used to like that team. That's where I get them. That's where I can't talk to you anymore. You know, but I'm saying, with the Chargers, man, it's been a lot of disappointing seasons, the whole nine. But I'm not running nowhere. I'm not switching nowhere. I'm a boat forever, man. I go hard. I didn't had when on my job. I got into fights with people, man. I was crazy when I was much younger, bro. Somebody come in and this is the last thing I'm gonna say because I know I got to get out here and I know y'all want to do y'all thing. And I'm glad. I'm thankful for you inviting me. This was a lot of fun. But there have been guys, man, that I know, even at their older age, they still do the same things they did when they were younger when it comes to football. Their team could not be doing good, and they won't. You know, I don't call and like ride them like what we're doing here. I can't do that with none of my boys because they like me. They get passionate, and you know, it shit go left. You know what I mean? But if your team win it, like right now, we've had a good season, but I'm having a good year, right? Nobody talks football with me. I love doing the podcast. None of my friends will talk football with me because they know, you know, I'm passionate. I'm happy. My team doing good. I got Harbaugh. I got high hopes for the future. I got Justin Herbert. So, yeah, that's how I am. They don't want to talk to me, right? But when you lose, people call you on the phone. "All right, how you doing, man? How's it going?" "Yeah, I was busy, man, and me and the wife was running around doing this and that. I didn't get a chance to check out none of the games. Did you guys win?" You know, guys still do play games like that. So I love doing the podcast because it allows you to release your frustration. It's hard. It's easy to get up there and talk after a big win against like the Steelers, or when we beat the Eagles or we beat the Chiefs. It's easy to get up there and enjoy yourself, have fun, and all the fans is going nuts in the chat room. But it's hard, man. Like when we went into Jersey and we went strong. I was there at the game. I was recording. I was doing live podcasts out at the stadium, and the Giants, you know, beat us, man. That was hard because, you know, that was one of the teams on paper you were supposed to win. And, you know, you have a couple upsets. I didn't see that one coming. It happened. As a matter of fact, that's the last time they won a game, too, week 2. When that happened, man, you know, then you got to get back on here and you got to talk to your people, and that's hard to do. And so that, for me, I don't have to talk to anybody else. That's therapy for me to come on here. If the Cowboys was to upset us, it would be difficult for me to come on here and talk. But I got to show up. This is what I signed up to do. This is what I do. But it's not going to happen. And thank y'all for bringing me here. Good luck with Buffalo. I got mad respect for Buffalo. Tennessee, listen. Hey, man, I got love for you, man, and I respect the shit out of you. You know why? Because they suck right now. But to be there and have that banner up there and wearing that hat and saying you're a Titans fan with your chest out, on the real, that's mad respect. Because a lot of people don't do that. You know what I mean? They'll hide. You know, those hats won't come out until they start winning. So I got mad respect. I remember those years. You know what I mean? Mad respect to you, man. And Cowboys, you're the reason why Stephen A. Smith do what he do all the time, because of people like you. People like you, man. And that's the reason why Stephen A. Smith can get that off, because but I expect a good game from you guys. You guys got explosive offense. I'm not afraid of anything on the defensive side, but we got our work cut out with Pickens and CD Lamb and Dak. But I expect us. I do. There were times where I was like, I hope we could win. I hope we could win. Where we at right now and having Harbaugh and everybody in place, I expect to win. I do. So, good game. Good luck, man, and we'll see what happens afterwards. I got your number now, so you know you'll hear from me.
But you know it's coming. You know
Hey,
it's coming.
before you go, though,
Cowboys
maybe
coming.
you can DJ my after party after the Bills win the Super Bowl.
Check it out, man. Hey. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Everybody keep hope alive. It's been real, man. I appreciate you stepping in. I appreciate you taking the call, getting on with us.
Yes.
We will catch you soon. I will be talking to you this weekend.
Yes.
You best
Win or lose.
one way or another.
Win or lose.
Exactly.
Just, and
Win
answer the
or
phone.
lose.
I will answer the phone. I want you to answer it.
Hey, you didn't answer the phone when I tried to call. No, it's fine. Yeah, I got you.
But no,
For
this
sure.
was a lot of fun, man. Good luck with you guys, man. You can have me on anytime you want, and hopefully one day, man, I can invite you guys to come on Chargers Talk, man, and we could do a nice pod together.
Hey, that'd be fun, especially when y'all go up against the Bills in the playoffs and look to beat them and send them home. Because I'm cheering for the Chargers for that.
If you say so.
What me and Buffalo, we could probably do a pod together because I intend on inviting you when the playoffs get here. That disqualifies two of you guys.
You know what? I gotta go. Hey, you know what? Have a nice evening.
All right, bro. Have a good one,
now.
y'all. Thanks a lot, bro.
Okay. Take care, brother.
All right. Peace.
Yeah. See you. So that was our boy AC. That was good. That was good, fellas. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It could have been one of the standalone shows. We had them on the pick 'em because we played the Cowboys this week, so it is what it is. Let's get to our games real quick, fellas. The rest of them, it's got a lot to go over real fast. We're not going to spend too much time on it for y'all, but we're going to talk about it real quick. Let's go ahead and get on that game with the Eagles-Commanders. I got the Eagles. Winning that game on Saturday. Although I think the short week is not doing any justice for either team, but the Commanders just trying to play. They're just trying to play. So I got the Eagles, though. We going to see what happens. We know the Eagles got to win to go ahead and take away that 1%. So I got them.
Yeah, same here for me. Too much going on for the Eagles, not nothing going on for the Commanders. I got the Eagles winning this game. Should be a cruise.
Yeah, I don't think that the Commanders are even in the mood of playing spoiler. I think it's just going to be Eagles. Lopsided game.
Yeah. Even though it's a division, it's like I don't see it. All right. We got the Packers at Chicago. I think that the loss of Michael Parsons playing in the cold in Chicago is going to be a big thing. And I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bears on this one.
Yeah, for me too. Michael Parsons, that is a big loss, and seems like the Chicago Bears, their wide receivers are and their quarterback, they're clicking right now. So initially I was thinking, maybe Green Bay can somehow go pull this off, but you know what? Green Bay hasn't had a lot of games for me this year where I can just say, you know what, they are just destroying somebody. They've just been, it's too many close games. Let's just say that. And I got the Bears taking them at home too.
I can finally take the Bears serious. They've been playing good. They've beaten some good teams as of late. They've played hard against good teams, but I'm going with the Packers. This is where the road splits. I'm gonna still go with the Packers. I think that they can get it done. They play each other tough all the time, and losing Micah Parsons one piece on the defense, I don't think it's going to make that big a difference. I think they're going to go in there and continue to beat them like they did the last time.
Not big of a difference. We'll see. If you say so, Jay. If you say so. Chiefs versus the Titans. I still got the Chiefs. I don't know why the Titans don't even want to play. They should be trying to play for a draft pick right now. They should be trying to get a game away, in my opinion. So I got the Chiefs on that one. What you got?
And I actually think that the Titans are going to actually do it. I think this is going to be the first time that I'm actually going for the Titans. The Titans have been playing good lately. They just haven't been able to get over the hump, but they've been playing some good ball. They've been putting up some big numbers. And the Chiefs are on the road, and they just, without Patty this time too, it's not like Patty made that big a difference, but they don't have him. And, yeah, I'm actually going with the Titans.
Look, it's an easy pick for me. You already know who I'm going for, and I think the Tennessee Titans defense is going to destroy the Kansas City Chiefs. The Tennessee Titans defense is going to destroy the
I don't know what Minshew going to do.
Well, that's where we are. We're going to go ahead and jump down real quick then. If you say so, Dabo and Wild J on that one. Quickly, Bengals and Dolphins. Neither team have anything to play for. And the Dolphins got a new quarterback, which may be something to play for the quarterback. He may decide to show something, but if the Bengals team plays, the Bengals going to win. They just got to play just to play. Have fun, I guess. I got the Bengals. Dabo, what you got?
Yeah, apparently Joe Burrow's going to finish out the season, so I'm going to go with the Bengals. That's the only high hope in this matchup. So there we go.
Well, Joe Burrow said he ain't having fun, and I, the Dolphins got a quarterback change. You know, sometimes that can give them a boost. But at this point, I think that I actually had the Dolphins, but I think Joe Burrow's going to go to Miami and find his fun again. So I'm changing my pick to Cincinnati.
He's trying to follow the league. He don't want to get too far behind, but that's all that
No, it's just that they got a backup quarterback coming in.
is. Is he really? Was Tua really the backup? Because he played like one all season.
They were on a 4-game win streak at one point. So
Yeah, they were. Like you always say, who had they really played? Oh, that's right, they beat the Bills. I forget. Anyways, we got the Jets and the Saints. The Saints are winning. I don't know why. And the Jets, they doing what they're supposed to be doing. I got the Saints. I got the Saints in New Orleans. New Orleans.
Look, I know I've always said, ain't no way I'm going for the Saints, but I am going for the Saints. The Jets and the Saints are two peas in a pod, and there's just one pea that's just a little bit bigger, and that pea is the Saints. I'm going for the Saints.
I actually like the way that the Jets actually put up 20 points last week on one that they shouldn't have. And the Saints, they're up and down. Even though they're at home, I think I'm gonna put that one on the Jets. I'm going with the Jets.
Hey, you don't change your pick later either. I want to make sure I keep the space in between us. Keep the space real good. Because you are behind on the pick 'em. Just make sure you let the people know since you were talking all that stuff, and I told you what
I
happened.
was only one. I gambled. I fucked
I
up.
said the same thing. All the reasons why we don't win. Blah blah blah. Bills and the Browns. The Bills and the Browns. Oh my goodness. The only thing that's going for the Browns in this game is Junkins gonna probably get 130 yards rushing and a loss because I do not see them beating the Bills. I
Oh,
can't see
don't
it.
pick us this week.
I can't see them beating the Bills.
Stay on that train.
Miles Garrett, I love the sack that you're gonna get on that guy. I don't see them beating the Bills. Now, if they do, if they beat them, then I will be
Stay
smiling.
what you've been doing.
I will be smiling, but I don't see them beat them. I picked the Bills a few
We owe
times.
you 3 losses.
What'd you say?
We owe you 3 losses. Stick with what you've been doing.
You know, man, a lot of things have changed. Why don't you stop living in the past? Didn't you say that? He only want to live in the past when he want to live in the past, Dabo. You notice that, right? It's only when he want to stay there. Dabo, what you got on this one?
Look, man, I said it last week that the Bills were ass. But every ass had that little thing that's in the middle that's brown. It's called an asshole. And the Browns are that brown thing in the middle. They're the asshole. I got the Bills to beat the Browns. Assholes.
Nah, see, y'all gotta stop switching up. Y'all gotta stop switching up.
It's called
All
pick
right.
'em. You can switch up every week.
No,
Pick
y'all have been on that Bills gonna lose bandwagon for quite a while. All right, so look, Miles Garrett has a chance to break the record with a sack and a half. He may get that, but you know who else is gonna break some records? Josh Allen. All he needs is one more touchdown to become the fastest to get to 300 touchdowns, and also the youngest to get to 300 touchdowns. I'm going Bills.
You know what kills me with him, Dabo, and I have to say this. I want to make this clear. Y'all will hear this. Y'all can listen to every If You Say So pod. You can go back. You can go forth. When we talk stats, when it comes to so many people, it does not matter. It's a team
Matters
game.
to me.
It's a team game. This is him. This is from him. It's a team game. It's a team sport. Blah 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 blah. LeBron, all this other stuff. But when it comes to the Bills and Josh Allen, every stat matters to this guy. This guy will send a text thread with screenshots from 4 years ago talking about a game between two players and one ain't even in the playoffs just to try to say he averaged more yards. He actually showed up more than his team did in the playoffs. He had to. He was behind. He got to throw the ball every time. But
No, not
if
necessarily. And do you know why I did
you
that?
say so, Jay, because
I sent that because I
only
told y'all and you didn't believe me.
No, Jay, stats only matter when it comes to Josh. It don't matter to nobody else. Y'all don't believe me? Leave it in the chat because y'all can go back and validate that y'all self when y'all listen to the same pods. He constantly talks about team sport and that's stat. But then when it comes to his team, he gonna run those stats. He gonna run those numbers Run them.
Do I not tell you Dak's stats too? Dak is a good quarterback. Even when y'all didn't have faith in him, I told y'all that.
I ain't never not had faith in Dak. Stop it. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. I've never not had faith in Dak.
No,
I've
if you
never
say so.
one not have faith in Dak. I love my quarterback. That's my quarterback. So,
Knew that was coming.
Vikings, Giants, fellas. Vikings, Giants. That's easy. I mean, that Jay's team was the Giants. They were supposed to be his dark horse. I got the Vikings. Dabo, where you at?
Same with me. JJ is waking up. Well, I don't want to say it like that. Don't misconstrue when I say that. He's finally getting his feet to the grass. He's starting to move around the field a little bit better. Justin Jefferson still ain't caught a touchdown pass, and God knows how long he can kiss my ass because he was on my fantasy and whatever. But you know what? They're playing the Giants, man. So I got the Vikings.
Well, I'm still going with my dark horse. They're at home. The Vikings ain't really nobody unless they play in the Cowboys. I'm going with the Giants.
You don't want to come back, do you?
We will see after this Sunday.
Damn.
He's gonna be too far gone by then. I'm gonna pick all Dabo. After this week, I'm gonna pick all favorites for the rest of the year, and I'll be. I'll just take the easy favorite. It's all
We
good.
didn't expect the Saints to win last week, did they?
Hey, no, I did. I kind of did.
But you didn't pick them.
You're right. Who they played? The Panthers, right? It was a question. I had a question mark. So check it out. Now we got the Bucks and them Panthers. The Bucks, and this is a division. Who wins this gets in the playoffs. This is the big game because if you get in the tournament is when you can make some noise and have some upsets. But if you don't get in, you can't do nothing. And I know they playing in Carolina. It's hard to beat Carolina in Carolina. But I don't know if I can go against the Bucks. I gotta go Bucks. Dabo, what you got? I gotta go Bucks. I have to go Bucks.
This was actually a hard game for me to pick, to be honest with you. Only because, you know what? I think the Bucks are going to come in with a lot of attitude because there was a lot of pissed faces after that loss. And it was a hard loss for them. So I think they're going to come in here with a different, mantra in their mind, ready to, do things a little different. But you know what? I'm like you, man. Carolina, they seem to win when they're not supposed to win. I really hadn't made a solid decision on this one, but I am going to go with the Bucks. I'm going to go with the Bucks.
And this is where we part ways again because I'm going with Carolina. They actually have one of the best records at home. So I'm going with them at home against a team that you don't know what you're going to get every week. They're just up and down. So I'm going with the home team on this one.
Not mad at you, dog. Not mad at you on that one.
Hey, I'm telling you, I was up in the air. It was a coin toss, but I just went with
that was for me too. I'm not mad at you at all.
I just went with all the bets and everything on the offensive side in Tampa Bay and hoping that maybe they can figure it out. But hey, this is one of those picks. I'm not mad if I lose it. I'm not mad if I lose it because I kind of just I don't know which way.
Yeah.
But now we got this is a big game, y'all. We didn't really talk about this. The Jags and the Broncos. Why is it big? Broncos can lock up that number 1 seed, man. That's huge. Broncos can say, I'm the number 1 seed in the postseason. Come through Denver. And you know how hard it is to go through Denver. Everybody knows how hard it is to go through Denver. And Jacksonville's playing up there in Denver. The Princess Promise has no freaking chance against that Denver Broncos defense. I'm sorry. You said the most fraudulent team, division win team was the Chargers. And no, the most fraudulent team is those Jacksonville Jaguars that you don't know which way they're coming and going. And I got to go with the Broncos. Broncos, the sackalicious. That's what I'm going to call them. They sackalicious. They sack everybody. Everybody come through there and get sacked up in Denver. So I got to go there. Jay, that's an AFC possible second round matchup for them. If y'all get there for y'all, what you got on that game? That's going to be interesting because if y'all bottom of the barrel getting in that seeding, y'all be playing them. Those Broncos, what you got?
If I was Buffalo, I would probably try to set it up to where we did play them because I don't fear them at all in that offense. Their defense is good, but I don't fear that offense up in the Mile High. Now, for this game, Jacksonville, everybody wants to rave about their record and the little run they went on. They ain't played nobody. The teams they played were sorry as hell. So of course they gonna put up 40 something points and 30 points and this and that. Everybody, oh, they putting up points, points, points. The Prince is back, blah blah. He ain't back nowhere. He gonna go back home after with a L after he plays Denver. Even though I want Denver to lose, just so we have a shot. Even though I don't think we're gonna take the division anyway, I'm still going Broncos. I got to go with the better team. Like you said, Jacksonville's fraudulent to me.
Yeah, for me, it's not. It's more of a easier pick than what people are probably going to play it out to be. I definitely got Denver winning this. It's going to be a chilly 45 to 50 degrees out there in Denver and mile high. So you got the chilly weather along with the altitude. I got Denver taking this game.
It's gonna be interesting. I tell you that it's gonna be because they're gonna make it interesting, but it's gonna be good because the thing about it is that Denver can actually, like I said, cinch it, but the Bills got to lose, the Patriots got to lose to lock it up. But they got something on the line, so they playing for everything right now. That bye means everything. It's only one bye in each conference, so that means everything. Falcons, Cardinals. I don't know why they even have this game on the list. They should just go ahead and what do you do? Simulate it when you play in Madden. You just click the simulate button on the game, and you don't know who's going to win because it's kind of crazy. But I got, since they playing in Arizona, I go with the Cardinals.
For me, this wasn't a hard pick. I got the Falcons. I don't know if Drake is even coming back this season, but I think Bijan's actually going to get maybe 120 in rushing yards against some Cardinals. So I'm going with the Falcons.
I echo you, Doc. It is what it is. Cardinals.
It's kind of crazy there. All right, Raiders, Texans, another game that shouldn't be on there because the Raiders are going to get demolished. Absolutely demolished. Because I don't know if they're going to try to or not try to. No matter what happens, Texans going to beat that belt. BTA all day. BTA all day on that one. Texans.
Yeah,
I don't like to say the name. Hold on, Dabo. I meant to tell Stacy not to say that name out loud, Jay. I forgot in the pre-pod to tell him not to say Houston Texans, but he said it a few times. But I apologize for that. Dabo, I got the Houston Texans again.
Look, I'm the same way, man. I got them winning this game. I can pretty much promise you by the time this game is over, Kenny Pickett would have wished he wasn't second string and had to come in and play this game. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna look.
So every week we get one of them teams that just happen to pull something out of their ass, just don't know where. And there's what 1.39% people picking the Raiders. You can count me in as one that's not going to be part of that. I'm going with the Texans.
You're wasting our damn time. We got the Patriots and Ravens. A very, very interesting game, fellas. Very interesting game. I'm not even gonna front. If we had more time, we would spend time on that one. A lot more time, probably. But the Patriots need some get back, and the Ravens need some get in. So, what I mean by Patriots get back is that they lost last week after getting up 21, going up 21-0. And when you played Madden back in the day, Doc, you remember that we would sit down and watch the game when we playing. This is when we played for all y'all young folks. We used to have to play next to each other in the house, not online, in the house. And the reason why you did that and you sat there because you wanted to make sure if somebody went down 21-0, give me the control. You don't even deserve to play. It's called 21-0 skunk. But the Bills showed us that nowadays when people go for it on fourth down and all those rules out there on the 4th and 2s, they pull some stuff and they can come back and let the game go on. They want. Patriots need some get back. They need to get back on the right side of things. Maybe that helped them focus. And I think I got the Patriots over the Ravens to go ahead and send the Ravens home, for the rest of the year. Got the Patriots. Where you at?
I'm real quick, I just read this that Geno Smith is actually starting Sunday. Not sure it's going to make a difference. I'm pretty sure it's not, but Geno Smith is going to be starting Sunday, according to Pete Carroll. But for me, believe it or not, I got the Ravens taking this game. I know it's hard to say, is it really the Pats going to lose 2 in a row like this? I think so. I think the Ravens are going to take this game, and it's going to be a hard loss for the Pats. And I'm sure that Bills fan guy over there is going to be pretty happy, but I got the Ravens taking this game.
Well, see, the thing about this game is even if the Ravens lost, they're still not out of it. They still have a shot. So New England, even if they lose this game, we can end up with the same record, and we're still going to be the second seed in the division. The only way that they can win this game and lose to either the Jets or the Dolphins, and then we'll have the tiebreaker over them because they lost to two division foes instead of just one. So right now, it doesn't matter if they lose this game. We just need them to lose to the Jets or the Dolphins, which I don't think they're going to do. But I do think they're going to lose to Baltimore. I think they're going to lose two in a row. Did I send you guys that thing where it had the easiest schedules and all that? By far, New England had the easiest schedule by far, not even close.
Yeah,
And it showed we have the sixth easiest schedule. New England has the first easiest schedule by far. It wasn't even close. So they're playing against a team that's 500. Yes, but they're still a scary team. Nobody wants to see if they made the playoffs. And Lamar's actually supposed to be sick. He's sick right now. He didn't practice. So hopefully he has that little flu game that Jordan had. I think that they're going to beat New England. I don't think that they're going to be able to keep up with them, Henry or anything like that. So I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens.
I see what you're saying. You're saying they won't be eliminated if they lose this game because then they would have to be like the Cowboys where they have to win the division. And that means that Pittsburgh would have to lose so many games and all this other stuff. But they basically be out of it. They lose this game, it's over. It'll be hard for Pittsburgh to go down like that. I think they got to have this one more win to go and sew it up at that point. But
Because the last game is against each other.
yeah, but I think they need one more win in between. They get Detroit this week, and then so it'll be all right. But hey, it is what it is. If you say so on that one, that's all I can say about that one. I mean, I
I
got
want
that.
Pittsburgh.
What's that?
I want Pittsburgh.
I know you don't want Baltimore.
I don't.
Yeah, I know. I know. We all know. We all know. Pittsburgh and Detroit. Pittsburgh and Detroit. Lions, man. Lions. They have those up and down games, and that boy Gibbs probably gonna have 3 touchdowns this week. And it's in Detroit. Pittsburgh ain't built for the dome. They built for the cold. So I got.
Yeah, for me, this is going to be a good game for Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And they're going. Pittsburgh is definitely a team that's we never know we're going to get from week to week when we play in Pittsburgh. But I'm going with them.
I was wondering what the
Your wife
hell
in the room.
he was doing. I was like, why is he sliding out of frame?
You didn't know what he was doing. Your wife in the room.
She's not too far, but I am going. I'm going with Pittsburgh to beat Detroit this week.
He's trying to save his
Pittsburgh barely wins at home. I don't know. I'm going with Detroit. Detroit still has something to fight for,
Hey,
and it's looking bleak for them. But they're at home, and they've actually been playing some good ball. They even ran into a good team last week, but other than that, at home with something to lose against the Steelers and that statue back there and Aaron Rodgers, even though I want to play them, I'm going with the Lions.
You want to play them, but they got some get back for y'all. I want y'all to play the Steelers too, so they can send y'all home. But it is what it is.
If you say so.
Pittsburgh get their first playoff win in who knows how many years.
We always put them out. If you say so, we got it.
Right. Last game before we close out here, we have the 49ers at the Colts. I'll speak last on this one. What you got, Jay? What you got on this one, Jay? Where you at with this?
I mean, do you really think I'm going to go with a 44-year-old that just got off the couch and they're going against a good defense? No. And they're not at home? Oh, they are at home. Yeah. It don't matter. I'm going with the Niners. I don't think that they have enough back there in the Rivers' back pocket. Yeah, I'm going with the Niners.
look, we got a team here. I said it a long time ago, and even before the injuries, I said it. Their schedule was tough at the end. Everybody was the Colts. So they were what 6-1 at one point and 7-2. Yeah, 8-2. The Colts last 3 games are against the Niners, the Jags, and the Texans. The Colts are going to finish the season 8-9. Think about that. A team that everybody raved about at the beginning of the year are going to finish the season 8-9.
But I think injuries has something to do with that.
A lot.
But yeah, there's still a tough schedule at the end of the year.
So
no
you
doubt.
got. So you're saying you got the
I don't care who
Niners?
was back there quarterback. It wasn't happening. They still got their running back.
So you got the Niners.
I got the Niners.
All
I
right,
got the
I'm here.
Jags, and I got the Texans against the Colts.
I got again. First of all, who said the 49ers defense is good? The 49ers defense broke up. They ain't got no good defense.
They
But
still
I can tell
decent.
you this. You know who does have a good defense? The Colts. Do you know that the Colts good losses, all their losses come when they score 20 points or less? If the Colts scored 21 points, anything over 20, they won every game. But when they scored 20 points or less, they lost 27-20 to Pittsburgh. They lost 20 points, 27-20 to the Rams. That's when the Colts lose. The Colts lost 23-20 to KC. They lost 20-16 to Houston. I've done this before. Do you really believe the 49ers are going to hold the Colts, even with their statue old man grandpa quarterback, at home to less than 20 points? I don't believe so. And I
Let
think
me
that's
ask
when
you a
the chance happens for Jonathan Taylor to get out and scat back and do his thing.
So do you?
And to do his thing. So in my opinion, I believe that the Colts are going to go in there, come home, eat some home cooking, have the owner in the lunchroom, all on the videos, doing their thing like Suge Knight. And I think the Colts are going to have some type of showing. And I think they're going to win this week on Monday night against the 49ers. Jay, what were you saying?
So you think the grandpa can come in and score 21 points?
I do. I really do. I think that when they just lost that game against Seattle, Seattle has amazing defense. 49ers don't have that amazing defense. And I think that's the difference. You got to remember, 49ers has injuries everywhere. And I think that's going to be the difference. And they were in Seattle. So at the end of the day, for me, I think the Colts are going to do their thing and they're going to beat them. They're going to beat them. And then we're going to come back
who's
on here
gonna
on Monday and we're going to be like, damn, they pulled it off.
so
So
my
You let
question
me back in.
with what you're saying, talking about their defense and then uh, things like that, do you think the defense is going to win the game for them, or you think the offense is going to win the game for them? Is it going to be one of
think
those where they put up a lot of points, or they just don't give up a lot of points to win?
He said
Well,
they
I
got
don't
to
think
score 21.
I don't think they give up a lot of points anyway. If you look at all their games, they don't give up a lot of points. The Colts are pretty good on defense. I don't know the score of the Jacksonville game, which is probably the anomaly they probably had. I don't remember what the score of that game was.
19,
Huh?
36-19.
Yeah, that game right there. That was the one when the injury happened. No, that's when everything kind of went completely bad. Remember, Daniel Jones was out that week and all that stuff, and they had that other guy. And so it's a big difference, right? They had that rookie playing, and they gave up the ball a lot. But when they played either with the starter with Daniel Jones or Samuel Rivers, their defense holds, but they don't get they have possession, and time of possession matters with that team. And I think that's going to matter. I think, and once they have a semblance of a lead, that's when you see JT. JT last week was doing good against Seattle. It's like that's when they can play their best, and I think that's what's going to happen. And we'll be watching it together. It was Monday. It's going to be the game that we come back on. We'll be seeing the end of that game together. We'll talk about it and we'll see what happens because it's going to be fun, just like this week was. Just like our guy coming in, from Chargers 4630, Charger Talk 4630, doing this thing, Stacy. And we had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I like having that different, person in, different team. And, he actually got some knowledge of his team and not just, he's on it. He's a super fan. Like, I can honestly say, like, all of us. I think we're all pretty passionate about our team, some more than others, but we all got it in us. We all got it in us.
Yeah, Daibo.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. All right. So, anyways,
Hey, and Stacey, before we get out of here, I just wanted to let you know that the Chargers are the most overrated team in the NFL. The Chargers are the most overrated team in the NFL. And I know you didn't want to hear it when you was on the pod. You tried to cut me off, but Justin Herbert, he ain't that dude. You know it. That's why you want to
I
talk about
agree.
it.
I
You know
agree.
it. You know it.
Besides the Chiefs,
stop with the slander on J Herb
And the Cowboys.
because he ain't here to defend himself right now. Okay. Now, if we didn't have somebody
We
talking
saw
about the
that when he
Chargers,
was here.
I wouldn't say nothing. I would let y'all talk. But there's a couple of things. When people not here to defend themselves, I'm gonna get they back. Whether it's the ramifications, when it was you, Dabo, with the Titans, the only person I probably will not defend because the stat magician is Josh Allen because he got to show me something, and he ain't shown me that. Last playoff game he had at home, he lost to his daddy. So let's see what happens. All right, we will have fun. That's the past. My bad. I can't live in the past. I cannot live in the past at all. I got to remember that, Jay. I got to remember. Last year, the last game don't matter. Got you. All right, y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. Check it out. We'll be back at y'all soon. We are opening up our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel working. We have to send y'all the link to that. We're gonna have to post it on our Spotify and all that stuff in our videos to let y'all know what it is. And we got to go from there. Keep it up. Keep it real. Keep it warm. Happy holidays. Check in with y'all in the next couple of days. Peace.
Peace.